Hello everyone, how you all doing? Welcome back to RPG Limit Break, and it's time for another 2 hours of bosses and discoveries in round 6 of the Free Enterprise tournament between McBain and Rexbanner. This is a game 3, so winner, you're either going to win or you're going to not participate in this tournament anymore. But it's going to be good times here, and I'm joined by Engine Dave. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic tonight, Game Boy. And it's very fitting of these two runners. They're known throughout the community for tying in tournaments, and they are so far tied up at 1 apiece.
I'd like to remind everyone that if our two runners finish within 3 seconds of each other, we are going to do this the Gaelic football and hurling way, in that we have to race again from the beginning.
That's a reference I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah. Gaelic sports are pretty cool. But anyway, we have Dark Knight Cecil, we have the Fabul Gauntlet, we have Vivalis, we have the Elements, we have CPU, we have Wyvern, we have Ogopogo. That is a fine set of bosses, if I do say so myself.
This being the Red Moon, we have only the nastiest of bosses waiting for our runners.
Yep, absolutely. And we are going to start off with Dark Knight Cecil, which means probably most likely we'll be going up Mountain Ordeals. I mean, most of our runners go up Mountain Ordeals anyway because it's 3 boss checks. So, yeah. Good times coming up in about a minute.
Yeah, speaking of that, you'd be surprised how many times I found the hook up there too.
I wouldn't be too surprised, because, like, I don't know. Pretty much, there are a bunch of just required bosses you can go to, so,
That's very true. I'd also like to give a shout out to our behind the scenes crew tonight. We have Scala Kitty, who's rolled this wonderful Cecil start. And we have Soapbox Gamer, who is going to be pushing all the buttons.
Yep, and absolutely, always a pleasure to have them join us for what's going to be a very exciting match. McBain in this tournament, 4 wins, 3 losses. Rexbanner, 5 wins, 2 losses. And the winner will be facing Solaris in the semi-final, round 7, I believe, and he's at 6 wins, 2 losses. So, we're getting toward the end, and it's going to be good stuff as our competition has begun.
All right, we'll see who's joining Cecil on his journey today.
Oh, beautiful.
We had 2 more deals to start this off.
Ooh, an Earth Crystal. We have a Sparkle there, so I think our runners are going to be interested in that.
Got to keep that in mind. We have 2 Lunar Sparkles for bosses. I wonder where our runners are going first. Do you have any ideas?
Well, I mean, you can go to Heblin down there and do that thing. You can, first we'll probably pick up some more characters to figure out who's going to join us. But I definitely would do that first. Pick up some more characters. So let's see. Rexbanner is going to head straight for Terraria. Okay.
Yeah, we got an Earth Crystal. We want that treasury.
Yes. The best game that has been played one time on this channel in Dragon Warrior Randomizer. It is I would say, the best game show in all of Free Enterprise.
Great! That treasury!
We've got Glass Hat, can't complain.
Fire Sword, Dragoon Shield, a Gunyear Spear. We're gonna want some cane here, I think. We got Medusa arrows.
A very T-Pro treasury.
Flame Whip. I mean, I guess if Rydia appears, that would be helpful. Diamond Bracelet. That's not too bad. Oh, you saw a Sylph? Oh, yeah, then we definitely
Yeah.
need to get, we definitely need to get Lydia here.
Silk Glitch isn't on, but I don't mind damage and healing in one wee-woo shaped package.
We head on over to the weapons store. What do we have here? We have a couple samurai weapons, not much interest. McBain's going to skip all that. Rexbanner is interested in the weapons.
Probably the
I think that's
Ogre-Axe.
Yes. Meanwhile, we're going straight to the waterfall for McBain. We see a ice shield there, and we have a Rosa for our character.
Okay, so we got a Cecil, we got a White Mage, and we got a Tella. That sounds like a party to me.
Yeah, we're gonna play three characters, and it's gonna be a very interesting scene. Let me tell you.
Unfortunately, I don't think we can get through the sea with only 3 characters.
Yeah, probably not. Not without a lot of not without a lot of grinding and all that good stuff. But,
The harder part is skipping ordeals in Dampian.
True. And McBain is definitely not going to do that. Gonna go ahead and go. No, never mind. Gonna check the waterfall. Gonna check that boss there, and we see. I believe that was the officers. So not going to participate in that today.
Nice team building exercise under the waterfall. The officers are probably disgruntled. No one likes going to management's team building exercises.
All of a sudden, I have Flight of the Conchords in my head. Thank you, Enja Dave.
Anytime, buddy.
Yeah, now Yang has appeared over at the top of Denkayan Castle. So, yeah, this is interesting so far, but we still have a few characters to pick up.
Yeah, so that Yang is interesting, especially with Tella in the party already. That represents a possible slingshot target.
Well, we'll see if there are other slingshot targets coming up in just a moment. It's Edward. That's probably going to be a hard pass. And there's Rydia. There's the other slingshot target I was thinking of.
So a potential future slingshot and a bench warmer. Got it.
I thought a little bit about keeping Edward, but then decided that he will be sent to the bench.
I would have hated taking Edward there just to preserve Rydia at level 1 because I know I've on more than one occasion forgotten to knock her down to preserve her as an anchor or slingshot.
Yeah, but soon we're gonna start seeing some strategy. Well, of course we are, but soon we're gonna see what path we're gonna take as we head on off and begin our quest. We have one character remaining up Mount Ordeals, and what were we gonna do? We are going to discover that character right now.
I think our runners might be hoping for a Kane up here.
Yeah, Kane would be nice. I mean, heck, Sid would be okay. A headband, we saw that over in McBain's treasury there, up Mount Ordeals, so that'll be a nice little helmet, a little strength boost there. And
Hallam, you're not Kane.
Yeah, Hallam is a black wizard, and will. So we're gonna play with 2 black mages over on McBain's side.
We might see McBain pop that siren from the treasury right upon getting up here to get levels and spells on that Hallam. Right now, this party is looking a bit offensively challenged.
Yeah, just Cecil, Dark Knight Cecil, even. I mean, Dark Knight Cecil can become very good in Final Fantasy IV for Wool Gauntlet, but in Free Enterprise, that Cecil's got to become a paladin. So, yeah. Although that self-call will help.
She still needs levels to use it. And the difference between this and Full Gauntlet is we don't have, all the fancy blades that you added to that.
And you called it right on the nose. We're Cure 3ing the Liliths. Oh, very interesting. I did not realize the Liliths were undead, but that's very effective. And Rydia will receive double points. You receive double points if you are 5 levels below the median. The median is 10, so there you go. Double points for Rydia.
Yay, double points.
And more importantly, a lot of spells.
Rexbanner deciding, Ordeal's is a silly place. I want to see what's in Antline first.
Yeah, and Rosa is going to hit pretty hard with that bow at 67 offensive power. We've got 2 guards.
Oh, what I'm seeing is all the free bosses getting taken out of the pool quickly.
And we have Dark Knight Cecil as the first boss up top of Mount Ordeals.
Speaking of things that are inoffensive, this spot. There's no physical attack here. This Dark Knight Cecil, the Dark Wave may as well be actually waving at the air.
Yep, and I believe both of our contestants will have a successful fight momentarily. And there it is. One of them's going to get a key item, and that will be Rexbanner in just a moment. Nice play by McBain, doing a little bit of menu sorting, or inventory sorting. Darkness Crystal, oh my goodness.
So, remember I was talking about slingshot targets. Rexbanner, I think is going to be hightailing straight to Ordeals after that.
Yeah, my goodness. I mean, maybe get a few more levels beyond that, but yeah, I mean, here comes the next opponent. It's Wyvern.
This is actually completely fine. Because as a sort of a safety valve, Wyvern here pauses a few turns before firing off the Mega Nuke.
Oh, is that free enterprise rule effectively?
Right, because otherwise this spot would be a hard lock. Look how hard that Mega Nuke hits. This spot could be a lock.
Yeah, that's fair. Rexbanner did discover Odin at the top of Mount Hobbs, so he will be skipping that. And I didn't check out the spell that Rydia could learn at the bottom of Mount Hobbs.
That is a double required ordeal so far.
That's true. It is 2 bosses to 0 so far. A reminder, if you've never seen this before, or if you've never seen this before, when you reach 7 bosses, you will gain the crystal, which will give you access to the Zeromus fight. And the first runner to defeat Zeromus will advance to face Solaris in the semifinals of the Red Moon Waning bracket, excuse me.
Hey, that's a pass from Ordeals. You certainly don't hate to see that.
We've got Antlion.
Do we have a triple on Ordeals? We do not.
We do not, but that does increase the chances of that sparkle over in Baron being required. And also, it's everyone's favorite response dragon there.
Oh, we don't get the oh, we do. Okay. I wasn't sure if it would respond if you missed.
I don't think this is okay, the Sylph here, or does that... Oh yeah, definitely okay, because Pale Dim has been defeated.
Yep. McBain choosing the best way to avoid counterattacks. Simply that enemies can't counter when they're dead.
You're right about that.
Rexbanner having some fun with his Antlion.
Yeah, this is taking a little bit longer than I'm anticipating, but that's okay. Doing a good job maintaining and hanging out, and that is a victory for Rexbanner.
Football is slightly less free than this Ordeals was.
Now, has either of our runners found any ethers yet? I don't think so.
I'm not sure, but I have a feeling we're about to see Rex check the item shop for one, because you give me a tell and a... Although, we don't need them. Elixirs, those 2 starting elixirs can give you all the MP you need for a D-money grind.
And Rexbanner is not even gonna bother. Gonna move on to the next objective. I'm going to assume it's, well, it's either gonna be Ordeals or it's gonna be... Yeah, no, gonna go over to...
Oh, we're going shopping.
Yeah, we're gonna go shopping.
Probably looking for ethers exactly as you'd said. Okay, that's just not funny.
All right, McBain is now going to face Antlion. I think he's going to have a substantially easier time with that Sylph spell. And Moment of Truth, nope, no ethers yet. And I guess the question now on my mind would be, well, it's not going to be asked because it totally dropped out of my head. Sorry about that. 15 levels for Sessa.
That's a number of levels.
Yeah, Rexbanner now going to challenge Mount Ordeals. And actually, this would lead to... Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he probably will consider going straight to the D money grind, because that would be 2 characters that would get double points, because Iridia hasn't scored experience yet.
Right, and Rex, knowing he's got double Black Mage, both in slingshot range, probably just going to do that.
We'll check the weapons store. Yeah, not much there. Rexbanner will be defeating Dark Knight Cecil in just 1 moment's time.
We saw Rexbanner drop or say no to the Palom. I actually agree with that play. Again, you don't have to worry about knocking him down. You're going to Mysidia anyway to raise the whale before D-Money. Pick him up then.
And there's the victory for Rexbanner. McBain is now heading down the Antlion Cave, will be facing the guards, and will likely gain victory. And then we'll figure out what his next move will be.
I'm predicting in roughly 5 minutes' time, we're going to have dueling D-Machine grinds.
And then we're going to have to figure out something to talk about, I think. but that's all right. I've got plenty on my mind.
That's a future us problem.
Fair. Let's see if we can get a wall up. Yes, I think we most likely will. Yes, there it is. First guard is defeated over on McBain's side, and the Wyvern will join them. That guard just got zapped.
Well, that's just rude. They were down here for a training exercise, and you dropped lightning on them.
Well, they probably shouldn't have be training in the Antlion Cave, you know? I mean, they should know that all of our adventurers are likely going to be going down that cave because there's a key item there. So, I don't know.
Scholar in the chat pointing out that plate armor is very conductive.
All right, McBain is going to go up Mount Hobbs, find Odin up there, and will likely reset. And it will once again be time over on Rexbanner's side this time.
We have one more little duel with the toots.
Yeah, It's good play on Rexbanner's side. Get that Ogre X equipped so you can deal a little extra damage. A lot better than the Silver Staff.
And they got one doot because Cecil decided that wasn't really a low roll.
Nevertheless, it is victory, and we'll move on to the next plan here. McBain is doing some wishing over at the Tower of Wishes. And all the ties have learned Medio, so that means that if there's a tie, that would stink.
All ties are Medio. I am now afraid of my closet. There's a few ties in there.
Yeah, I've got a couple ties up there. Oh my goodness. But we have engaged a Siren over on Rexbanner's side.
And the Lilith's playing nice and knocking Rydia down for Rex.
I'm assuming this is to get Cecil some levels, which
yes.
will be double points here.
Yes, Cecil will need levels, to ensure that Rosa is the median character, and Palom also gets a sling.
All right, here we go. McBain is on his way to the D-Bunny grind over there, and Rexbanner is going to move on to the next objective. We do have a question in chat. Did McBain find ethers? We have not seen any ethers, so I'm not sure.
What McBain could do, and we might see, is maybe do some extra life glitch, try to get some double life glitches. If there's a Lilith Rod, or they use a Psych spell to swipe some MP from Rosa or Rydia, or Cecil.
Okay, McBain is going to check out the boss first, just to see who the boss is, and I believe that is Mylon, or Mylon Z. Yes. We don't know which. But...
yeah, it's some flavor of Mylon.
And now Tella is going to head off to the center, and we're going to start that grind over on McBain's side. We're raising the whale over on Rexbanner's side. We're about 5 minutes away from talking about cricket. Or something like that.
Oh, I'm the wrong person to talk. I mean, I can ask questions, but if I like to do for cricket. 0 for 1 on finding the grind fight.
Yeah, but it's still early, I believe. Oh no, I think McBain's might be cycling. And we have a trade Palom for Yang over on Rexbanner's side. So you were mentioning the possible slingshot there. So I believe that is now the case.
And I believe, if I'm reading the chart right, this is the fight.
All I know is that Rydia and Tella have both been zapped for 10% of their health. That is the rule of the beam.
And as we'll see, if you zap the beam back, the beam starts zapping everything. Oh, I guess I had that one queued.
And a Sylph to get health back to the team. Rexbanner is now setting up for the fight here, so... And Tella's like, yeah, we're done here. Let's start knocking our monsters down to single-digit HP.
That was lucky on Rexbanner. 17 is 0E.
And now here's the D machine grind. Each D machine is worth something like 30,000 experience or 25,000 experience?
43, I think.
Oh, 43,000. It's a lot of experience. But then what you can do is one of the rules is you can. One of the things we allow is the life glitch, because all monsters have 0 vitality. They revive with 0 hit points, and therefore you get the experience again. And our restreamer has declared that she can check her phone now. Yeah, we're going to start doing that. And but in the meantime, we can talk about our runners here. McBain mostly does free enterprise, so if you join free enterprise, that's definitely a runner you can follow. Rexbanner does, in addition to free enterprise, he also does Across the Obelisk, I saw, and several months ago we also saw him do some Elden Rings, so if you enjoy that, you can follow him as well.
I tuned into some of Rexbanner's Elden Ring shenanigans.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he was a big proponent of the unarmored man wielding a giant sword build.
Ah, I see. And our tracker, once again, Soapbox Gamer. Didn't quite have a chance to see what he did, but he does on stream. If he does restream, I don't know, but still, you should give Soapbox Gamer a call, or not a call, a follow. Excuse me. This is what happens when we have dual D money grinds here. We have to. You start forgetting your words here, but. Scala Kitty, our restreamer, just recently started a brand new speed run, and I forget what it was. I apologize, but I know she just started a new speed run, and she started streaming that.
Scala Kitty saying it's Haven.
Haven, that's what it is. Yeah, it looked pretty interesting. I took a little bit of a look at that yesterday, I believe it was. So, yeah.
And we can't forget yourself, Game Boy, creator of many randomizers.
Yeah, I created probably the most interesting randomizer note would be Final Fantasy IV for Wool Gauntlet, which is based off of the Alt Gauntlet of Free Enterprise here. Except what I do is I just give you completely new monster formations. So I don't think you can run it in 9D machines at one time, because that would be unfair.
No, but I can tell you can run into 6 Abyss Worms and 3 Yangs in Barren Castle.
Yes, that can happen. You can fight Odin and Wyvern at the same time.
Take a guess why I was that specific about the encounter.
Because I've had to fight Odin and Wyvern at the same time. There's that elixir we were talking about over on Rexbanner's side to refill Tella's magic count back up to 90, so that'll be good for another, well, effectively 60 machines because of the life glitch.
Right, so the reason those 2 elixirs are enough is, effectively, to get a 60 machines plus 6 life glitches, you need to cast Weak 9 times. 6 for the 60 machines, 2 for the Beamers, and 1 for the Searcher. Those 2 elixirs gives Tella, without a Soma drop, exactly 9 casts a week.
All right, Andrew Dave, I've been asking my co-commentators this question as we've throughout all my commentaries, so it is now time for you to answer this question. This is the 5th Zemus zone. Not a lot of communities have gone to 5 iterations of a tournament like this. So, this community's been around, going on 5 years in March. The program's been around 5 years in January. So, tell me, what's your favorite memory of your time in this community?
Oh, for me, it would have to be really joining and playing with the Pink Puff League when it started up.
There are a lot of people that really like the Pink Puff League. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because I came in this community roughly around Lolly Ho League. Didn't do well at all there. And then Oscar424 said, hey, here's a new players league that we're starting up. So playing in that league, meeting people there, probably the best memory of this community.
Yeah, Pink Puff League is definitely a big thing in it, and that's a great memory for sure. So thank you for sharing. It is. So I've been asking all the commentators, and I've never answered the question, but we do now have time for me to answer the question. So now I'm going to answer the question, and actually I now have two memories. One of them was the Paladin % tournament that happened during the RPG Valkyries Speedrunner Ragnarok, which was really fun. We had 8 runners get together for a rapid fire single elimination tournament, and it was basically you had to run. You had like 6 objectives that were all a part of what you normally would do to get Cecil up to a Paladin. You have to defeat the miss spot. You can't do the package spot because you have to get the package, but then you had to do the Antlion, you had to do the Mount Hobbs, you had to do the Fabul, and then you had to go to Mount Ordeals, and you had to do the Mount Ordeals last, and you had to play as Dark Knight Cecil. So it was pretty interesting. The games were over in like 20 minutes or something like that. So yeah, I believe that McBain has finished his grind for 700,000 experience, 32 levels for Palom.
Now we're gonna be just short of Nuke on the Black Mages. That's enough to get Rosa to White.
Yeah, 30 levels for Rosa. And a whole lot of spells on that, including Cure 4 and the White, as you mentioned. 33 levels for Cecil, 28 levels for Rydia. And also, Rexbanner has finished the grind as well.
All right, Rexbanner getting 500,000 XP, but that's going to be doubled on Palom and Rydia, which will push them both all the way to Nuke immediately.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting how this works out. McBain is knowing that it was Mylon or Mylon Zed over on that first boss. Is just going to decline that and will warp out here.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame anyone. Mylon and friends can be an annoying fight there. Those zombies have more HP than you'd think they do.
Oh, I believe it. Especially since that spot is like 100,000 HP or something like that. It's a lot. So quickly, I'll mention the second thing. It actually happened last week. Believe it or not, when I was asked to commentate a final. I mentioned a few weeks ago that it is of course an honor when you run in a final in Free Enterprise or any randomizer community for that matter, or any speedrunning community. But it is also an honor if you are asked to commentate a final or track a final or restream a final, because it just shows that I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to explain it, but anyway, I am very appreciative of this community throughout the 4.5 years. I've been in this Discord for all 4.5 years except 11 hours. So yeah, it's a big thing. I've really enjoyed it, and we now are going to move on to Dark Elf over at Baron Castle.
So, all the 11 hours, I'm assuming you angered Skull at some point and got put in timeout.
I angered someone?
Yeah, angered Scala.
Yeah. Scala Kitty is correct. I joined before Scala Kitty joined. Scala Kitty joined on the 18th day, I believe, if my notes were correct.
check this out on McBain's side. We have an alt gauntlet. That is Senator Crocodile running for re-election.
That also is one of our required bosses. So, yeah. So right now it's 3 bosses over on the blue planet. Rexbanner is going to challenge Mylon Z. I mean, it turned out it was Mylon Z, and it's 65,000 hit points. It should be not too bad. Might want to consider Blinks. Maybe not, but we'll see.
You know, it goes through 65k HP quickly.
Well, Cure 4 is also effective.
Yeah, 2 nukes and a Cure 4.
Yeah, that's a lot of hit points, that's for sure. Cecil is going to cover. There's more nukes. While McBain's going against the gauntlet there. Doing a Lilith, like this play. Give Rydia some extra HP.
And I think Rydia may have run out of steam there and needed to refuel.
Meanwhile, just 114 damage against Palom there. More nukes headed Mylon Z's way, and I think this is not going to last much longer.
I think Palom has a glass hat on.
Down goes Mylon Z. It is a lot of experience, so I totally understand why Rexbanner would go after Mylon Z and check out that second boss and see if it's required.
Right, if that second boss required, that is huge for Rexbanner.
I see someone in chat approving of me saying Mylon Z. I will note that I am American, but I do date someone. My partner is a dual citizen Canadian American, which is why Z has wandered into my head. A cabin. Okay, that is the worst key item prize I have ever seen. I'm pretty sure.
May I introduce you to the samurai gloves?
Well, at least that offers defense.
Ooh, not a required boss.
But that's okay. I mean, still, 100,000 experience is gonna make boss fights substantially easier. So that is perfectly fine. That's totally understandable that Rexbanner would go for it.
We see Asura Mist Cave, and I think Rex is going for the eyeball.
McBain now heading over toward Troria. I'm assuming he's going to challenge the Tower of Zot.
Unless there's a sneaky Demus hiding out somewhere, which I guess could only be on Zot. Your hook is up here.
Ooh, going to go nuke a last arm over on Rexbanner's side. That is not quite enough, but this nuke will be. I didn't think last arm had that much HP. Yep, there it goes. And that's 8,000 experience, which really isn't enough.
And a crystal ring.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be better. I still like that play though. Try to get, because monster fights do give you better gear and that type of stuff. And I mean, it definitely could have wound up being like a crystal sword, which would have been amazing.
We have 2 new casters ready. Do we need nuke on a stick too? The answer is yes.
And we're gonna challenge. Oh, it's the Elemental Lords.
That's another objective.
Wow, that now makes it 4 bosses on the blue planet. So very interesting, that's for sure. Rexbanner is going to go to the Mist Cave and find out it's Shura, and will reset. Very quick dismissal of the Elemental Lords on McBain's side.
Still, nothing to do with that, Asura. It's not an objective. That's wasted. Rex says, this is a race. I don't need to deal with you.
many are rooting for the twin harp to show up as the key item here?
If anyone's hand is not raised right now, you're lying.
Well,
Okay, I can get behind that Ribbon Quest. Baron Key first.
so we saw a sparkle, which will be the opponent at the bottom of the dwarf castle. So it doesn't look like. Oh, that's interesting.
Piggy meta. A void pick like that means it's either it requires CPU or an evil wall here.
And here comes the thing. And there's evil wall. So it's not required, but it could result in a key item that would give us a required boss.
It's going to lead to underground access, so I think it's required. We are simply out of a world place to check for the hook.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Tella has been right on that white cast there. Rexbanner nukes Mylon Z2. And that was a very easy dismissal there. And Evil Wall has now been dismissed over on McBain's side.
Mylon, not having a good day. Gets nuked on a giant, gathers friends, or starts gathering allies in Zot, and immediately gets nuked again.
Yeah, I honestly would not be a boss right now. I do not want to be a boss right now. You're just gonna get nuked, or you're gonna get hit with a white spell, or you're just gonna have a bad day.
I wouldn't mind being, say, a Valvalis in, I don't know, Cave Magnus. Let's see you nuke this.
What did we gain for our key item here?
It's the hook.
It was the hook. Okay, so we will be going underground shortly.
And no other side trips. Just go directly underground.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much of a need for a side trip. And yep, there goes McBain picking up the hovercraft, and we'll move on to the next objective. Does he want to go to Eblin? No, he does not want to go to Eblin to possibly get some better gear. So here we go.
Now, we got nuke and white. Well, eventually. Yeah, I'll need gear. You have small children channeling a thermonuclear energy.
All right, McBain gonna sell a lot of items that you're probably not gonna use anymore. A lot of claws are being sent over. And we're going to purchase a lot of hourglasses, and did he buy some coffins? He
Bought some coffins.
He bought some coffins. Okay, yeah.
Pass on the black shirts for sale. Okay, never mind.
Just kidding.
Yeah, Scholar, kids will be kids, but I don't want kids. I only want kids being kids when they're channeling that amount of raw energy. That's scary.
All right, we're heading on through the Eblin Cave. We're gonna find out who's Rubicante's substitute in just a moment. Oh, it's a sparkle.
So we have eyes on every sparkle.
Yep. They're either gonna be in Baron. Ogopogo is either gonna be Baron. They're gonna be the opponent at the bottom of this tower here, or they will be in Dwarf Castle. Who will it be?
I imagine we're going to see a play on Dwarf if this is not Ogopogo.
So right now, McBain has a clear lead, but Rexbanner does have the higher levels, and so you know, if Rexbanner plays his cards right and executes his battles well, he definitely can catch up here.
And let's not forget, Rex has nuke on the Black Mages. I don't believe McBain does yet. 47 on Iridia, so she's 3 short. 50 on Palom, so he's 2 short.
Yeah, but McBain can earn those levels as we go along, just depending on what bosses we run into. He's probably gonna want like a lot of bosses to cycle through before he can get to his 7. So yeah, we'll see what happens here.
Oh, this is just not right. We're gonna take some squid and throw it in the microwave. Well, Rex gonna throw it in the microwave. McBain's just gonna shock it.
Yeah, but this Octoman hits really hard and really fast. Tella's been dismissed already. Cecil hits for 1,000. And Iridia's not dismissed. Okay, Octoman doesn't hit as hard as I thought. Lit 3, quad 9s. Have a nice day.
There was an octopus here.
Well, the octopus has gone into hiding because, Rexbanner still has to defeat the octopus. But here we go, moment of truth. Will it be boss number 5 for McBain? It will be.
It is. So I guess the thing we're saying here is McBain cooked the octopus. It's now being refrigerated, and Rex is gonna microwave it afterwards.
Gee, now I kind of want to go to a sushi restaurant and get some octopus. But anyway, Starveil's come up for Palom. Gonna bounce off whites, and the reason McBain is bouncing whites off of Palom is because Ogopogo would respond with a direct attack with a blaze, and that hits for 25% of your HP, and it hurts.
Yes, it does. But you can't counter reflected spells, so no need to worry about blaze if you're bouncing them off walls.
And is that gonna... No, not quite enough to defeat Iridia, where McBain's objective is to defeat Ogopogo as fast as possible, clearly. I believe we're at about 12,000 HP, 14, 15, so it's still got a little ways to go.
So what you're saying is, as in most things, you need to reduce Ogopogo's HP to 0 before it reduces yours to 0.
That is correct. And now going to do a safety cure. Yeah, good strategy here. Yeah, so this will become a victory. Now there still may be 2 big waves, but it's going to be close.
Yeah, everyone's over half HP, so these big waves can't kill anyone.
You're absolutely correct.
Cecil will be, hurting, but not dead.
And is that enough? No, not quite. I think needs a little bit more. Maybe about 5,000 more, something like that.
And that's through.
Yeah, well, it happened to be less than 1,484. Or maybe equal to 1,484. Anyway, I digress. Ogopogo has been defeated, and Rexbanner is quickly catching up here. But I'd say McBain's still ahead by about 3 or 4 minutes for now.
And that pitfall, still undefeated for the entire tournament.
Not only has it been undefeated for this... Oh, what was that character? I missed it. I don't think it was anything of importance, though. I don't think it was Golbez. Calbrena. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, chat.
I got distracted a little bit. My little companion here had a sneezing fit.
And the Falcon has been launched as Rexbanner is about to face Octoman. All right, first things first. Oh, McBain's gonna pop some eggs.
Yeah, first thing, get Nuke active.
Yeah, and I think this is what's gonna give Rexbanner the lead here, if I take a guess.
I know if it's a lead, but it's going to bring these two a lot closer together. Possibly 3 seconds together. You know everyone in chat's cheering for it.
All right, Octoman has been thrown into the microwave to a perfect temperature, and we will no longer see Octoman this seed.
Octoman's throwing microwave. Everyone in the office is now very, very angry at Rex.
Right. All right, so now will Rexbanner... Yeah, Rexbanner's going to do a similar strategy to wall up and bounce all the black magic spells off the wall. McBain is going to head down, finish his grind real quick, and is now heading down toward the Fey Marsh.
Yep, gonna see if we can find a few bosses down here. Now that we know Dwarf 2 is not an objective, no need to rush over there so quickly. Also, we know the Baron Key doesn't, or Baron was not objective, so Baron Key slightly less of a must get.
We have a pan at the bottom of the Fey Marsh, so so we're going to very quickly follow that up with a trip to the Sylph Cave.
Right, we are still missing eyes on the Twin Harp package, Baron 2, Baron Basement, Super Cannon Room bosses. That's 5 bosses we can't access.
And Ogopogo goes down. Rosa was KO'd during that fight over Rexbanner's side, but that's okay. Either way, Ogopogo's defeated and Rexbanner gets to continue on.
So we see Mylon and Friends.
And Mylon and Friends. Yeah, sorry, NG Dave. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's Mylon and Friends Dr. Waning. Nope. What nothing to do with this.
Yeah, I don't think we need to fight those unless there's a key item that's absolutely required. If one of them holds Baron Key, that could be a thing, but you know, that is quite a bit of a risk. So instead, we are Dwarf Cave and check out the boss there. Rexbanner has launched the Falcon.
And that's Rubicon. That's not a required boss.
And there is the reset from McBain there. So I'm assuming he's going to head over to the Sylph Cave at this point, or will he go? No, actually he's going to go up. He's going to go back to the Blue Planet. Okay.
This might be an aggressive play. Just face check the moon and hope 2 bosses are up there.
Yeah, I'll buy that. I definitely would buy that. There are a lot of bosses over up in the moon. What is it, like 7 or 8?
There are 6.
6?
Well, McBain wants to see what's at Giant 2 first. That's gonna give a lot of time back.
Yeah, that's gonna give Rexbanner the lead right there. Although it is very understandable why McBain would do this. I mean, again, it's 100,000 experience points, so for one thing.
Or is decide not to.
Yeah, there is also the Luca key. That's an option as well. So,
yeah, Rex saw the 2 bosses, said no, and decided to look for Charm Rod, Silent Staff, Lunar Staff.
And now McBain indeed will go toward the moon to find those 6 bosses there. It's a lot of bosses to look up, though.
Yeah, missing 5 spots, going full face check. It's a gamble, but when you're facing a run of this caliber, you know, sometimes gambles are the play you got to make.
All right, McBain is heading down toward Cave Bahamut, which the community likes to call the Value Cave. I didn't see the boss, but I'm assuming it's required because. I'm sorry.
It's King Queen.
Yeah, King Queen. So he's just going to do that to get easy experience. And
it's a free key item check because we are still missing access to 5 bosses. So this might be face and free.
All right, Rexbanner is now going to go. Really go into the dwarf castle? Nope, he's going to save again.
Yeah,
then he's going to go in the dwarf castle.
Going to save first. Probably a good idea.
And Rexbanner joins McBain in resetting at the dwarf castle.
Is Rex going to give us a pan check?
No, this is. I'm very intrigued by this. I'm guessing he's going to check out the moon now. So, very interesting here. Very interesting plays here.
Yeah, both runners fading the pan, fading Luca Cave, and just going straight to the moon.
Rydia now learning Fatal over on McBain's side. A light sword, not a key item, but a pretty good sword.
It's an upgrade in case Val is hanging out up here, because these mages cannot hit Val with magic anywhere in the lunar subterranean.
Now, will Rexbanner elect to face the king and queen here? That's going to be a very interesting question that we are about to answer. McBain doing some rearranging before going into the lunar subterranean.
Make sure you got your black mage spot too, because Golbez is still hanging out around there, waiting to welcome you into his comedy club.
And Rexbanner does reset, so now the next question is, will we find Volvalis down in the lunar subterranean?
If we do, McBain's going to have a much easier time with that fight, having a better weapon on Cecil.
Have we bought any mute knives at all? I mean, that can change things around. Is that right? Mute knives? No.
Mute knives aren't going to help much against Val.
Okay, I tried.
It's a melee weapon, so the mages would have an attack stat, but they'll have multipliers to get through her evade.
And we got to reset. It's Baigen on boss number 1. And Rexbanner will soon do the same.
I think McBain checks the crystal sword before the bottom 3.
Good question. We'll see. But we're gonna move on down here. We have now run into Baigen and Rexbanner's side. Reminder: McBain and Rexbanner both tied 1-1. This is a 3-game series. Winner will face Solaris in the Red Moon Waning bracket semi-final. So, and that is correct. Our runners here are 3 opponents away from being a free enterprise champion.
It's at this tournament, nothing but big names left. Every runner in this tournament has been fantastic.
Yeah, this has been a really fun tournament to commentate and to watch. That's for sure. I know our flags change pretty much between all of our tournaments, but I personally want to see these flags again sooner than later.
Now, this has been a fun tournament to watch, commentate, play in. And
there is Valvalis. And the nuke doesn't get in time. So McBain's going to reset, and Valvalis is the winner on this occasion. And just gonna try again. Just like I have the knowledge, so now we're going to work through this. I'm guessing we're going to need to burst. No, that not happen in time. Yeah, we're going to need to burst, and we're going to need to do a lot of cure 4. There's the burst.
That is CPU, so Go Mode is on the moon.
So who's gonna wrap this up first? And actually, is Golbez down here? If Golbez is down here, that might change things up too.
So with Valvalis here, if everyone is Relative Agility 1, which with Tella and a sound like that, everyone probably is, you simply cannot get a nuke off before the spin starts.
Oof, 1100 damage on Rosa. That hurt.
And this spot does not play around with punching.
Rexbanner sent the CPU down to just the CPU, so is now going to be punished with some low 199s, which will deal maximum damage. I believe we've only seen about 2,500, or not 2,500, like 15,000, something like that.
I think we've gotten 2 Meteos off so far, so that plate should finish it.
Yep, that is victory, 31,000 experience points, and 2 has gained a level.
Hey!
Legend Sword.
Rexbanner finding his own holy sword, just not as good.
Yeah, no, not nearly as good, that's for sure. Gonna use a cabin here.
That premium cabin we got from Baron Inn being put to use.
Yeah, I still think cabin was a terrible reward there, but you know what? I'll still good use of it. I'll buy that. All right, next fight is the Dark Imps. He's going to promptly pass there. I'm assuming he's going to go to the Master Mune spot. That is correct. And then he will go to the Wyvern spot and get what I would think is bad news here.
Unless it happens to be a comedy club down here. Which would be great news.
We have a win on Valvalis over on McBain's side. Here comes the moment of truth. Is this Golbez? It is not.
No.
Then he's going to have to go back up to Wyvern. Clock is running. Who's going to finish first? Rexbanner with Valvalis or McBain with the CPU? Oh, this is getting exciting.
And we got, with Meteor coming down, we got Meteor coming down in the rocks from McBain as well. Should be able to get through the CPU. Rex is going to have a slightly slower Val fight than McBain did because Ograx versus Light Sword.
Yep, absolutely. And the race is on.
Yes, in chat, that is an Ograx on Rex's side. We saw a purchase about 50 minutes ago.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Gonna get everyone back up. Gonna improve things. Gonna improve the white magic power with the Gaia hat, just a little bit. there is the Vivalis. The virus is gonna hit Tella to defeat Tella there, and here comes the burst, and it's on.
And we'll see what strategy Rex goes with. Looks like you tried to reflect the float onto the attacker orb.
Yep, going. That is what's going to happen here. And that didn't quite hit. But no, did it hit? No.
It hit the defender, which close enough.
Oh, McBain resets, so we're gonna have to start again. Well, this is getting even more interesting now. Actually, McBain's gonna head and see if Golbez is hanging out here.
And we know that's gonna be Dark Imps and Leviathan.
Ninja Dave making very clear what that light sword was so much better for McBain than Yograx is for Rexbanner. Rexbanner averaging about 1,200 a shot.
More importantly, with that reset to the CPU and checking the room next door, that's pushing our runners closer and closer together in time.
Yeah, and I think we're just gonna start swinging here. Oh no, we're gonna try the float again.
And gets the attacker.
All right, here we go. It's game on.
And now we're gonna see Quakes fly. Tunnel, I guess. Quakes tunnel more than they fly.
Ooh, this is gonna be really close. Redia has been KO'd over in Rex Banner's side.
Nice.
And I believe Palom has been officially petrified. So gonna be asked to take a. Oh no, not petrified yet. Not asked to take a break, and actually the heals come down anyway.
I think Rex says it doesn't matter as long as Cecil's still swinging away. No one else is really contributing offensively.
Yep, just keep the blinks going and keep the targets high, and you're gonna be fine. I think that CPU is going down really soon. Wow, this is going to be really close again, and it looks like for the third consecutive commentary of mine, I'm going to have to keep track of 2 Zeromus fights. Vivalis has gone down.
So Rex will be the first with the crystal.
Yeah, we have a crystal at 104.46 for Rexbanner, and I believe the CPU's down. So the attacker is going to go down shortly thereafter.
Rex also has a longer trip to Zeromus.
Now, whatever you do not... Oh, Rexbanner is going to exit. And actually, in this case, this does make sense, because if you exit from the save spot at the bottom of Lunar Subterrane, it takes more time, but he's not at the bottom of Lunar Subterrane, so actually this is either neutral or the pass is going to be slightly faster.
So Rex making the flight over to Roya.
But it is McBain who does exit as well, so Rexbanner will have the advantage as we head on to the final fight here. I believe in chat asking, anyone surprised at Game 3 with these 2 comms coming down to the wire?
No one in this booth is.
I'm going to have to run the stats at the end of this tourney. At how many sub 1 minute games we've had, but it is just about time for the question, the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything, at least as far as Final Fantasy IV is concerned, because we have like a bazillion substitutes for Zeromus, because we can't randomize Zeromus. Zeromus is just going to stay right there, so we had to substitute Zeromus with other really cool monsters. So, Enjitave, it is now time to ask the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. Go for it.
And that question is, whose butt are these runners about to tie against tonight?
And is this monster from Dragon Warrior? Is this monster really cool looking? Is this monster, I don't know. Well, we're going to find out in about 20 seconds or so.
Yes, will Butt play an instrument?
Okay, if
some people
this final boss is Edward, then oh boy.
Oh, we're hoping for Zero Word?
Well, we're going to McBain's about to enter the Zemus fight, about 30 seconds behind. And here's the crystal. True colors are about to emerge, and I'm going to try to keep track of the numbers. Gerg and
No.
Kitty. Yeah, Kitty.
We don't want this kitty.
No? Okay. Either way, here we go. We're gonna bounce off nukes and whites. We actually might do a behind the back here. We want to just try to knock out Busby without attacking directly, and if you do that, Zemus will only have 61,000 hit points instead of the full 100,000 or so. So that would be a pretty good thing, and I think that's what's going to happen here.
All right, so we see white nuke flying from both our runners, and this alludes to what I said earlier. Zemus, to have all HP, activates a counterattack at point to refill, and reflected spells don't trigger counters.
We did do a direct nuke over on Buzzy Miss's side, or on Rexbanner's side, excuse me. That will speed up that will reduce the first big bang that's coming out. Another nuke coming up shortly. And Rexbanner is up to 31,000 hit points damage, so 30,000 hit points to go. Definitely a lead, and I think it's going to stay that way.
Barring some rudeness as the fight goes on, which I don't believe can happen.
And Tella has been shown the exit by Zemus with that big bang. Here comes another white. Over on Rexbanner's side, 5,600. We're up to, I believe, 18,000 hit points remaining. We're throwing a slowdown on on McBain's side, just to make sure another big bang doesn't show up that early. And it is getting very close. I don't think we're going to see another big bang.
Nope.
On Rexbanner's side.
We shouldn't see a second one on either side.
And is this going to be enough? Oh, it's really close, but I think we need another 1,000.
Yep, you would know if it did it even without the flash because the spell name stays on the screen.
Yeah, this is going to be really close, but I think McBain is about 20,000 hit points short.
And that'll do it for Rex.
Rexbanner is your winner. We'll be advancing to the Red Moon Waning semifinals with a final time of, I don't know yet. I'm waiting for it's coming up in 1 second. But new coming down on McBain's side. And that is it. 70 minutes, 47 seconds for Rexbanner. It is outside the 10-second administrative review. Oh, barely. 70 minutes, 59 seconds.
A 12-second difference. This is what we expect from these two runners.
What is this tournament? What am I?
It's not what is this tournament. It's what is it with these two in particular?
Unbelievable race. Rexbanner and McBain joining us in chat. What? Wow.
Wait, I have to say, close but not a tie. Thank you.
Yes, GG's to both of you, Rexbanner and Roger McBain. And,
Thank
how do you two
GG's,
do
thank
this?
GG Rex.
GG McBain. You know, for only ever really meeting up in tournaments and not playing against each other any other time, it's amazing how we get so close to each other all the time.
Yeah, it's always so fun. It's always a great watch. Like I don't understand how these things happen between us, but it always happens.
Yep,
Wow.
we tried.
Yeah, it's that second giant that messed it up.
Yep. I think he should be rewarded that time back just so we could have the proper times.
So back at the start of the seed, you start with basically team ordeals.
Yep.
What are you two thinking when you see that start?
Well, let's go ordeal.
I'm thinking of, can I get money to buy vampires to rush up ordeals? And then they gave us the Earth Crystal. I'm like, well, hey, free money. Maybe free Excal Crystal Sword? And then we got the treasury that was meant for Kane or anyone but Cecil.
Yeah, and you know, this was pretty interesting. It was McBain. Yeah, it was McBain who picked up the light sword, played in cave value there, and picked up a light sword to speed up that. And it turned out speeding up the Volus fight, but yeah, very interesting. Just little things that just wound up with that 12-second difference.
Yeah, I missed my D machine grind by 1. Also, that messed me up a little. Not having a new companion. I really didn't care that Rita didn't get quite there, but that hurt a little.
Okay, that's what that was. I thought you just ran out of MP.
Well, Palin ran out of AP because I could have got another triple and probably would have been fine, but yeah.
Well, Rexbanner did proceed to fight the first giant boss to see if if there was a required boss beyond that. It turned out to be Kane Azo. So, but that gave Rexbanner an additional 100,000 experience points, which meant more levels and more survivability, etc. So, it just an interesting race all around.
Yeah, it was fairly free with bosses off the start. Like, what were we? 4 out of 7 heading underground, and then Ogopogo for 5 out of 7. So we're staying there. So quick check of the Fame March, Dwarf 1, and then to the moon.
Yep, there was no other way around, really. And I mean, there's so little. There's always 2 on the moon, almost. So, and then have the pan in the back of your pocket in the pass. So you just face check everything and then come back if you get nothing.
So both of you chose immediately after going on the ground, face checked a few bosses you didn't have eyes on, then go straight to the moon. Was there any thought for either of you to, maybe try to find a Baron key or access to any more bosses before going up, or was it the pass that made the difference?
Definitely the
For
pass.
me, the pass made the difference. If I didn't see that sparkle on the hook route, I was debating about almost checking the moon without even heading down the hook road. But with that sparkle there, I had to know what that sparkle was.
Yeah, I agree. It's it was tempting to just go, but you're missing 3. Is there really gonna be 3 on the moon? The hook route was pretty quick with the levels, so might as well just go down.
Yeah. Especially with the sparkle there was no reason not to go down first.
Well, it's definitely a very spectacular seed, a very spectacular race, that's for sure. So McBain, 12 seconds, but either way, unfortunately, you are eliminated from this tournament. But your final thoughts as we go here.
Well, first, like, congratulations to Rexbanner, because yeah, he played so well. I mean, I may have won the first game, but he outplayed me in the first game. I just went the right way at the right time at the end. It's the only reason I won that game. So really, he outplayed me all 3 games, so he deserves it. And yeah, at this tournament it's been so fun. I'm a little surprised when the flag set came out, boss on. I was like, but it turns out it was the best thing ever. I just loved it. So yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with that. I've just been really enjoying these boss fights, boss hunt flags. Excuse me. I can't talk because it's 12 seconds. But it's been a blast for sure. Rexbanner, you moving on to face Solaris in the semifinals. Both of you will be at 6-2, 6 wins, 2 losses. What are your thoughts heading into that one?
It's going to be tough. I know Solaris. I played lots of campfire races with him and that, and he is someone that normally beats me, so it's going to be a challenge. But they're always fun races, same as these ones with McBain. These are always a blast. I enjoy doing them, so looking forward to them. And what happens. I'm just happy this is the furthest I've made it in a tournament yet, so I've been really enjoying it.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations to both of you. A heck of a race, obviously. Heck of a tournament, that's for sure. And we hope to see you both. McBain, we hope to see you in the next tournament. And Rexbanner, we will look forward to seeing you in the semifinals.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you to Game Boy and NG Dave for the commentary for this. Soapbox for pressing the buttons. Scala. It could have been a tie, but thank you for this wonderful seed. And to everyone else for showing up and watching, and that for having us able to do these races. Thank you so much. They're a blast. You folks have a good evening.
All right, NG Dave. I guess it's just about time to head on out. You have any final thoughts?
I would like to thank Scholar for rolling this seed. Soapbox for pushing the buttons. RPG Limit Break for hosting us. Always great to get out there in front of on a big stage. As well as you, Game Boy, for commentating with me.
Absolutely, it's been a blast. That's for sure. So, but it is time to head on out, and this is the last tournament race of the evening. We're going to raid Ben Show Sly, who is also playing some free enterprise. So, check that person out. And we do have 2 matches tomorrow. Enja Dave. The Enja Dave I've been talking with for the last.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, he is playing Sorbius. He is? I thought Sorbius. I don't know. It's happening on Free Enterprise, and Decker, Smash, and Iker, Game 2, 9 o'clock on RPG Limit Break. Sorbius. I'm thinking Solaris.
No.
Okay. Enja Dave and Sorbius is at 8 o'clock on Free Enterprise Eastern. Decker, Smash, and Iker, Game 2 of the Red Moon. 9 p.m. right here on RPG Limit Break. Go ahead, Enja Dave.
Yes, and my race versus Sorbius will be Blue Moon Waning.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, we got to run for Scala Kitty, our restreamer, for our Tracker Sobot Gamer, Enja Dave, my co-commentator, runners McBain and Rexbanner. This is me, Game Boy F9. You've been watching RPG Limit Break. Please enjoy the rest of your evening.